This all goes to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your wonderful services to the group. We are really very grateful to you, Mataji. All this year, we have spent our life very nicely because of Srimad Bhagavatam class early morning in Bhakti Sangha. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandhabika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Shri Gurus and Gauranga. This is Sundarangi Radha Devi Dasi from Canada.
Hare Krishna, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day, and thank you for your wonderful services to the group. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj's. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day and blessing all of us with your sweet association. Welcome to the call. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Please go ahead. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. This year, the last class is from Maharaj. His Holiness Sundar Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj is going to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 13th chapter, 44th verse. Before I hand over the call to Maharaj, I request Sundarangi Radha Mataji to take over the call from here and give a brief introduction about Maharaj. Over to you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are so fortunate to have His Holiness Sundar Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj among us as the speaker today. So Maharaj is the senior most disciple of His Holiness Lokanath Swami Maharaj, is an international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, and a renowned youth preacher. He specializes in inspiring and empowering people to realize their true selves. As a keynote speaker, thousands of people have discovered a new light from his energetic works of worldwide. He is basically from Mauritius, where he came in contact with ISKCON in 1982. In 1986, Maharaj joined the Brahmachari ashram, dedicated his life to the mission. From 1988 to 1992, he served as a Sankirtana leader in Mauritius. Maharaj has served as temple president in Mauritius and in Nagpur, India for several years. He travels to many countries and is very active in preaching in Arved, Noida, Delhi, Europe, Italy, England, France, Belgium, South Africa, Reunion Island. He has managed interfaith events bringing together the communities of different religious faiths in order to strengthen their faith and belief in God together. He has opened ISKCON preaching centers all over the world. Maharaj, Sundar Chaitanya Goswami Maharaj, is popular for his outstanding lectures and seminars about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness with the expert hand in bhajan and kirtan. He has been instrumental in providing the preachings of Vedic scriptures, the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, for the past few years, and at present, Maharaj is a lecturer at the Vaishnava Institute of Higher Education in Sri Vrindavan Dham, India. He has also been an inspirational coordinator to various international level festivals in Mauritius. He has managed the famous 3 days Ratha Yatra festival in Mauritius, which is attended by thousands of guests. So all glories to all services of Maharaj. This was a brief introduction about Maharaj. Now I will hand over the call to you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for that brief introduction about Maharaj. Maharaj services are glorious. Yeah, I could not see Maharaj yet. If anybody would like to introduce themselves, please go ahead and introduce yourself. or else we can continue chanting. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Krishna,
Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Can you
Ram.
hear me,
Ram.
Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
So, Mataji, I am been calling to Maharaj, but he is not picking up. I don't know what to do. So, we can share the screen and we can read the shloka and we can have group discussion. with
Sure,
Ma-
Mataji. Yeah,
Sanjay.
do Mataji. Would you like to read Mataji or Indu Mataji can read it? Yeah. Indu Mataji, go ahead, Mataji then.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 13, Text 44. Mataji, please tell me when if Maharaj comes, okay? आत्मानुभूतौ तां मायां जुहुयात् सत्यधृन्मुनि ततो निरीहो विरमेत् स्वानुभूत्य आत्मनि स्थिता. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. A learned, thoughtful person must realize that material existence is illusion. This is possible only by self-realization. A self-realized person who has actually seen the truth should retire from all material activities, being situated in self-realization. Purport: by an analytical study of the entire constitution of the body, one can surely come to the conclusion that the soul is different from all of the body's material constituents, such as earth, water, fire, and air. Thus, the difference between the body and soul can be realized by a person who is thoughtful, Manishi or Muni. And after this realization of the individual spirit soul, one can very easily understand the supreme spirit soul. If one thus realizes that the individual soul is subordinate to the supreme spirit soul, he achieves self-realization. As explained in the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, There are two souls within the body. The body is called Kshetra, and there are two Kshetrajñas or occupants of the body, namely the super soul or Paramatma and the individual soul. The super soul and the individual soul are like two birds sitting on the same tree, the material body. One bird, the individual, the individual forgetful bird is eating the fruit of the tree, not caring for the instruction of the other bird, which is only a witness to the activities of the first bird, who is his friend. When the forgetful bird comes to understand the Supreme Friend who is always with him and trying to give him guidance in different bodies, he takes shelter at the lotus feet of that Supreme Bird. As explained in the yoga process, Dhyanavastitha tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yogina. When one actually becomes a perfect yogi by meditation, he can see the Supreme Friend and surrender unto him. This is the beginning of Bhakti Yoga or actual life in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, would you like to do prayers in the Mataji? Please go ahead with the prayers, Mataji.
ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Thank you, Indu Mataji, for beautiful prayers. Would you like to add few points, Mataji?
Mataji, you can go ahead first.
Oh, Mataji. Lalitangi, Radha Mataji, please go ahead, Mataji. Please start the discussion. Or Shamagauri Mataji, please go ahead.
Keep sharing the verse.
Yes, Mataji. Contact Sukakar Krishna Prabhu, Mataji. Yes, Shamagauri Mataji, Lalitangi Mataji. Lalita Mataji is also there. Yes, Lalitangi Mataji, go ahead.
We can hear from Lalita Mataji first.
Sure, Mataji. Sure.
Whatever she can share.
Sure, Mataji.
Dinabandhu Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Lalita Mataji and Dinabandhu Prabhuji. We saw you. You were on video a couple minutes back too, Mataji and Prabhuji. Please kindly unmute and share some realizations for all of us. Yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji's not ready yet, and I'm in the middle of cooking, so I have to get back to the cooking. But she'll be back here shortly.
Sure, Prabhuji. Sure. So, Anybody would like to start the discussion before Mataji joins?
Mataji, I'll just say the Bhagavatam prayers and then hopefully we'll have somebody ready. नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेष्व भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I can share a few things. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyem Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkrpatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Harihi Om Tat Sat. So you can see that how this is we are in the discussion of the Brahmana, and he's explaining so many wonderful practices in the spiritual life. And we heard lectures of how if someone is getting things that is unpleasant in life, how should a person deal with it? What is the attitude of that person towards the unpleasant things? And how to stay strong in the path of devotional service. So this verse, he's telling what is the basis of a person who can be situated in self-realization. So he's saying that a thoughtful person must realize that material existence is illusion. Unless we know that there is another existence and we belong to that, then how is it possible to understand that whatever we see is illusion, right? So the acharyas have used this example of a dream. So a person chased by a tiger in the dream is having that experience of being chased by a tiger, and he's sweating, and he's having the experience of running for life, and And also, he's sweating, that is there in the present body as well. Although there is no tiger and he is not running to save his life, but that experience is so strong in the subtle body that even he's sweating in the physical body. So it's a reality for him, the person for whom he's in the dream. The tiger and the chase of the tiger and running for life is a reality. But when he gets up, then he comes to the reality that the tiger and the chasing has been a dream. Only thank God. But the experience is there, right? So similarly, acharyas say that what we see as factual reality around us and also ourselves in the mirror is a dream, is like a dream. Why? It exists, but it was not present before, and it's not the absolute reality. So this reality based on our identification with the body keeps changing. So that's why it's an material existence is illusion. But a self-realized person, a self-realization should help us to see what is reality and what is illusion, what is temporary and what is eternal. So that's why Srila Prabhupada repeatedly presents in all the lectures this concept of what is reality and what is temporary, the difference between the body and the soul. One time, one disciple asked Srila Prabhupada that why this has to be repeated so many times, time and again. And Srila Prabhupada said that the very fact that you're asking this question means that it has to be repeated. Because this is not a theoretical understanding or adjustment, intellectual adjustment. But this is something, the basis of which our self-realization begins and is executed. So it's a platform of practice. So unless the theory is nicely grounded in the mind, it is difficult to practice. And also, after many deep studies of the theory, one will be able to practice a insignificant percentage of it. So as the Lord says that it's important to know who we are, and that's why even though Arjuna is breaking down in the war field and there is no time, and Krishna could have told him that this is your dharma and you need to do this, and Arjuna would have listened, because Arjuna was confused and Arjuna wanted a solution, because he was already torn between the two duties. But Krishna started off with the basics only for us, so that this is coming time and again from the 2nd chapter and the 13th chapter, and we have seen this repeated in Narada Muni's talk with King Prachina Barhishat, explaining the Puranjana story, and also Jada Bharat and Rahugana, and again here, and again, it will continue throughout, because this is something that we have to keep hearing every day. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, there is Kshetra and Kshetrajna, the field and the knower of the field. So, but then there is also a super soul who is a super knower of the field. And the example Srila Prabhupada gives is that the land that is cultivated by a farmer and the government or the king, to whom the land actually originally belongs. If the government wants to acquire the land, then the farmer is only the secondary owner. The farmer has to give the land. The farmer is subjected to the rules of the government or the kingdom. So similarly, Krishna explains that this body and the situation surrounding with the body is the field of action for the soul, who is the knower of the field. And what is the purpose of this life? To know that this is temporary, and then I don't belong here, but at the same time my reality is I am a part and parcel of the supernower. So I have a purpose to execute, and the supernower is waiting like a bird waiting on the branch of the tree, looking at another bird who is engrossed in eating the fruits of the tree. Some are nice, some are sweet, some are bitter, some are bittersweet. But the engrossed bird who is engrossed in eating the fruit, after finishing all the fruits in one branches, goes on to another branch. So we are busy moving from one branch to another branch, only because we have not turned our face to the super soul or Paramatma, who is waiting for us to enlighten us with his instructions. So the point is, we are Atma, and the shloka that Krishna says is Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. For the non-existence, there is no endurance. So how much ever we try to we cannot eternalize the matter. We cannot, there is, for which there is birth, there is death. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu, dhruvam janma mritasya cha. But at the same time, the soul is so minute that it cannot be even seen, what to say of being killed. So nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. There is no change for the eternal. Ubayor api drishtontas. A person who knows, such is the conclusion of the seers of the truth, the great sages, who have seen and studied the nature of the both. Tvanayos tattvadarshibhi. So time and again we learn this truth, keep this in the forefront, and with this we can see that the above instructions of how to deal with adversities in life is told by in the previous shlokas, based on this understanding that I don't belong here. And then the practice of devotional service to internalize the fact that I am a soul, and my duty is to serve the super soul, who's a Paramatma. And he says, Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarva loka maheshwaram suhridam sarva bhutanam. Is that present in our heart, and it's a pleasant experience to always engage in devotional service to the Supreme Lord. And that is a practical way of understanding that that I belong to the eternity. So we take out time to perform these activities, which are the only eternal asset for us in this temporary world. So just wanted to share this few points, Mataji. Thank you for the opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Lalitangi Mataji. Very nice explanation, Mataji. I just wanted to say, like, it says in this purport, like, yoga system, like, dhyanavasthit gatena manasa pashyantiyam yogino. Means when one actually becomes perfect in yoga, by meditation, he can see the Supreme Friend and surrender unto him. So we need to become a friend of Krishna, means, like, whatever is there, we need to follow the instruction of Krishna. The animals, they don't have any rules and regulation. Why? Because they don't break the rules of this Krishna's arrangement, whatever is there, this material nature. They don't break any rules, but the human beings, they keep on breaking rules and spoiling this material world, as well as spoiling their spiritual life also. So get on to this perfect knowledge and to go back home, back to Godhead, we have to follow the rules and regulations given by Sri Krishna, and that is called Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, the human beings are like animals, and sometimes worse than animals. Like one time, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj was saying, like we say bad word about something, like we say donkey to someone, but Maharaj said it's like, insult for donkey to saying donkey to the human being, because they are worse than donkey also. So like that, we have to become the good listener of Bhagavad Gita and follow the instruction whatever is given by Sri Krishna, and that is the perfection of human form of life. The human form of life is not for meant for enjoyment. Human form of life is for to do the perfection of yoga. We need to follow the instruction of Sri Krishna. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much. Sugakar Krishna Prabhu, you can explain a little bit.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, is it the same verse only to be explained, that 44:1?
Yes,
Seven.
Prabhuji, we are Mataji is sharing on the screen.
Okay. Fine. No, I have got the book in front of me. 7.13.44, no? Today's verse. Atmanubhutan tam mayam. Okay, fine. So actually today morning only I did this verse here. So I got ready notes. So here, actually what Srila Prabhupada gives the small purport, the translation itself, a learned, thoughtful person must realize that material existence is illusion. Because just now Mataji was told, just like a dream, we are living in the dream world. This is possible only by self-realization. And a self-realized person who has actually seen the truth should retire from all material activities, being situated in self-realization. So what here Srila Prabhupada wants to tell from this verse, that what Swami, this saint has explained to Prahlad Maharaj, that Prahlad Maharaj himself is a self-realized soul, because he has seen directly Krishna, and he has got a fantastic Guru, Narad Muni, so like Dhruva only. So, and he has faced all the troubles in his life, where his father wanted to kill from all means, with fire, with water, and with sea and everything. But he came out because the biggest point was he was always chanting, hearing, and remembering. Shravana, Kirtana, Smarana, the three was going on. And when you hear and listen and remember, automatically Krishna's hand catches us. The Paramatma, the bird, the Paramatma bird will take full control of the Jivatma. So these are two birds. So till such time we get self-realization, the Paramatma will be just watching. It is just seeing what we are doing. Even after coming to ISKCON, understanding, still people, they do mistake and they do aparadh. The four regulatory principles, though we don't eat, meat eating we don't do, but when you go and eat some shop, some biscuit, there may be some egg, we don't know. So we can't be so particular that we'll only eat at home, but as far as possible we do. And gambling we don't do. And again, if you're doing stock exchange, maybe some gambling is coming in, that aparadh is coming. And intoxication we don't do, but sometimes some people are drinking coffee, tea, that also is intoxication only. But the fourth one, illicit sex, that is the only thing Srila Prabhupada says, that it is such a lustful desire. Anyone at any point of time it can come, because though we are hearing and understanding and we are seeing, but the mind is such a dangerous monkey that it will just say that just go on, no problem. Like Ajamil went. Ajamil didn't have so much knowledge, though he was a good Brahmana, but he didn't have Prabhupada's support at that time. So the mind will sometimes take the call of senses and say, take on ahead, no problem, we go ahead. So there only we get stuck up. So here it is told that it is actually completely illusion. The material life is illusion. And It can be reality only if you completely use all your senses for the pleasure of the Lord. You are using your mind for the pleasure of the Lord. You are using your intelligence for the pleasure of the Lord. That's when the Bhagavad Gita 18th chapter, Krishna has told that those who are preaching my messages, who are doing Jivdaya, they are actually worshipping with their brains, with their intelligence. And once the intelligence becomes strong, then intelligence say mind, no, today you won't go ahead. You cannot go. You cannot break the rule. You cannot watch the TV. Like that, the intelligence will shout. And once the intelligence becomes strong, then the false ego will become real ego. Because now what happens, even if you are preaching, in the back of the mind, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm a cost management accountant, ex-Britannia. This, though we know that we are Atma, we are soul surrendered, we are having Guru Maharaj, but still that ego is there. So to get out of this ego only, they're telling that you retire from all material activities. But you cannot retire and go to the forest or go to the temple and say, because there are a lot of responsibilities. You've got daughters and sons, you have to make them okay. So you have to don't have to go anywhere. Chaitanya Prabhupada says that you be grihe thako bone thako sadari bole dako. Wherever you go, you keep Krishna in the center, then you will not make any mistake. If somebody is there, you're watching the beauty. If that lady is beautiful, you can say that if she is so beautiful, what about the maker? How beautiful Krishna will be? How beautiful Radharani will be? Like that, you should try to pull. So the intelligence has to be given knowledge. By reading Srimad Bhagavatam and hearing Bhagavatam classes, intelligence becomes strong enough. And by chanting nicely, the mind gets control. Radhanath Maharaj, I was hearing one lecture on chanting. You cannot just chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. We are just counting and running down. Ek niche. Like that, 16 mala will ho jayega, but that is not the real thing. To get the absorbed chanting, you have to chant from the heart. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we have to cry every time you chant. You have to cry to Krishna that, see, I am becoming again disobedient. I come from the spiritual world. I am put in this material world. And Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, everything I know, but still I am just like a wrong child. I'm making the mistakes. Please help me, Krishna, when I'm chanting. Please put your feet on my head so that I don't go here and there. Like that, you have to cry from the heart. Cry from the heart. And once you do that, then Radharani will say, very good, very good, very good. That means he really wants to come to us. So this is a test. So Radhanath Maharaj says, you have to cry and chant. I'll send you the video also, just for 10 minutes only. So once you chant like that, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I'm chanting in the Anand Vrindavan group. They're all the 350 devotees every day. They're chanting their best. And that Prabhu doesn't allow even video to be stopped for 1 minute. Keep the video on. Suppose you're sleeping, then Prabhu will call, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, jara khada hoke chanting karo. When you stand and chant, still sleeping, Prabhuji, jara chal ke chanting karo. So monitoring is so good that they're helping us to become more and more active and Shraddha Purvak, completely absorbed. So once you do chanting with the devotees in the same mood, then automatically your Kama, Krodha and Moha will go. See, when the Kama, you're giving little time to support. When you get the Kama enjoyment, Vasna, then it will become more. Then you want more. Then you become to greed, to get the greed, Lobha will increase. Then you want to do more and more, anyor. But when the Kama stops, suppose somebody is loving a girl and somebody else comes and takes her, then you get annoyed. She's mine. Mine is my body. Then that will become Krodha. Then you go and murder. So the 3 gates of Naraka gates are lust, anger and greed. So these 3 can be won only by chanting. By chanting, by controlling the mind, and Savai Mana Krishna Padar Vinde or Vacham Vaikunta Guna Anuvarane, that Ambarish Maharaj, he was using his Savai Mana Krishna, Man Manmanabha Madbhakto. Then eyes always seeing the beauty of the Lord, ears in hearing Savana Kirtana Smarana Vandana, tongue in chanting the holy name, taking only prasadam, nose only for taking the tulasi and smelling that, and our body only for serving the Vaishnavas, the Guru Maharaj and everything. So like that, when you do all these things, automatically you are self-realized at home. There's no need Kiba Vipro, that when another sloka is coming, there, no need to become a sannyasi or anything. In whichever mode, if you are doing these things and with good sadhu sangha, we are safe. But Prabhupada says still Maya is very, somebody said Maya is very powerful. Prabhupada says Maya is not powerful. You are not holding the most powerful person who is the boss of Maya. Since you're forgetting Krishna, Krishna bhiliya jig bhagwan chakare, pasete Maya takke jopati adhore. When you forget Krishna and do something, Maya says, go, enjoy. But if you're holding Krishna by chanting always, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, wherever you are, I'm putting Anandan Prabhu's video on my mobile, and wherever I go, whenever I walk, also I'll have that Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare. So that at least we are by force, we are becoming. So Radhanath Maharaj, that 12 minutes video also is very good. So like that, you can have a control on the senses, the mind, intelligence, and the false ego really go. When the false ego is captured, then you are already the best place. Thank you very much, Mat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such nice class, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all the details, how we should engage all our senses, like our tongue, our mind, and our body, everything in Krishna's service. Thank you, Prabhu. And Guru Maharaj always says that Krishna Mate Rastu, so our
Radha
mind will
Krishna
be
Mati
always,
Rastu. Yes.
yes. So nice, Prabhu. Thank you.
I want to just add 5 points because today is the 31st of month. So I want to give 5 things, resolution which will help the devotees to come to better. Will you allow me 5 minutes?
Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu. Thank you.
So this I am just telling what Gaurang Prabhu had told. He told 5 points. If you do, the devotees will go to the next level. They'll become a better devotee. First is at least 30 minutes exercise every day and making health our top priority. Because if you're not keeping the body properly, then body and soul cannot mingle together. If you eat more and if you sleep more, then you'll be chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. So whenever you hear katha, you will sleep. Whenever you hear chanting, you will sleep. So you have to walk at least 30 minutes or do some exercise or do something to keep the top priority, the health. Health is wealth. But it is not health is wealth when you just spend 12 hours in health. Just 15, 30 minutes, that's all. And the second point, what we have to do is learn new skills. You try to learn some new skills. Suppose you want to learn bhajans, then you can go to the Vaishnava Geet and learn every day one. Radha bhave rebe gora avatar. Hare Krishna naam gaura kori lo prochar. Vasudev Ghosh bole kori jodo hath. Jai Gaur, Shri Krishna, Shri Jagannath. Joy, joy, Jagannath, Sachiranandan. Tribhuvane kore jar charana bandhan. Nilachale Shank Chakra Gadha Padmadhar. Nadiya Nagare Danda Kamanda Lukar. Keho bole purobe Ravan Bodhila. Goloker Vaibhav Lila Prakash Kurila. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Like that, you try to new skill you can learn, or you can till this year I will read Stuti of Gajendra, 8th canto, 2nd chapter, 2nd verse to 21st verse. Because this Gajendra Stuti, if you tell every day or if you by heart, you'll even when an elephant could remember Krishna. So why a human being should not remember? Like that, you'll take the blessing and the Narayan will help you to remember. Or you can Dhruva Stuti of everything, Dhruva Stuti, Prahlad Stuti. Like that, you can take Kunti Stuti, Bhishma Stuti. These 5 you can try to do in this year. Or you can say, this year, I want to read the whole Bhagavatam. You cannot read the whole Bhagavatam like that, but read all the translations from 1st canto, 1st chapter to last canto of the 12th canto and last chapter. That's last verse. So translation, if you will get an idea, which is, then you can go to the taste wherever you like the most. Or you read Bhagavad Gita, all the verses, 700 verses, only translations. So like that, You can have new skills, acquire new knowledge, read more scriptures, improve yourself, upgrade yourself. So this is upgrading. And the third point for this current year resolution is take care of your mental well-being, because mind is the biggest monkey. And the mind, you're going behind senses, you are Godas. But if the mind, if the senses, if the mind goes behind you, in the sense behind the Atma, then Goswami. If you control the mind, then mind is your friend, your Goswami. But the mind is controlling you, you're Godas. So take care of your mind well-being and surround yourself with positivity, good sadhus, positivity, and reduce negativity from the internet. You're reading something in internet, you'll find Netflix, this, that. So you should avoid. If anything comes, don't dekh lenge ek baar, no problem. What Kareena Kapoor has come, let it ek baar dekh lenge na. No. That Kareena Kapoor will lead you to somebody else, some other. So many things will come. So we should not lose ourselves. And the fourth point is utilize time well. Because Krishna says, I am the Kala. The Bhagavad Gita is saying 5 important things in the what you learn from Bhagavad Gita is, one is about Atma, Paramatma, Prakriti, Karma and Kala. So if you are respecting time, Samay ka sadyupayog, like Prabhupada just told the whole program from morning till night, then mind will come as a cat to take you as a kitten. But if you don't follow mind, Krishna will send Yamaraja as a Kala, and we will be taken like a cat catching a mouse. So we want to be a mouse or we want to be a kitten? Be a kitten. So take care of your time, time. Don't waste your time on distractions, especially from the social media. Modi ji ne kya bola, ye bola. Don't buy newspaper. Newspaper, Bhakti-Vikas Maharaj, that is the biggest rascal. Don't read newspaper, because newspaper you will read 14 pages, 2 hours gone. You could have read Bhagavatam. And TV में खोल के मत देखो, एक बार news सुन लो, somebody will tell, even if nobody tells, somebody will tell. Krishna will tell. So surround, then that means no distraction, social media, make a schedule and to-do list. आज क्या करना है? Today I have to read whole Gajendra Sthiti. I have to do Bhishma Sthiti. I will read one Bengali song. And you can learn Bengali if you want. हमें अपने जब बांग्ला शिखी देवो, भक्ति संगते, we can have every day 10 minutes class. Namaskar, bhalo achen, ashun, like that, little. Because Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you learn Bengali, Prithibite ache adi nogor adi gram, sarvatra prachar hoibe mora naam. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bengali. Nityant Prabhu is Bengali. Prabhupada is Bengali. I'm not telling Bengali is great or something. What I'm telling is, we are from Gauda Desh. So we got. And when we go back home, back to God in Golok Vrindavan, we'll go to Mahaprabhu's place. And there you are getting so much of mercy. So make a stick in your wall what to do today, what is to be done. Last point, help others. Jivadaya, help others. Do seva, your family members, outsiders, friends, colleagues, and newcomers. Volunteer your time and energy for the benefit of others. Don't be self-centered. Don't be my family, my house, my wife. What my? Everybody is Krishna's. Mame vamsa jiva loka, jiva puta sanatana. So we cannot just say, mere liye, only for India. No. Everybody is part and parcel of Krishna only. So we cannot. Thank you. So this is the 5 points. And he told 6th canto, 2nd chapter, 35th verse. That is very heart-touching. Touch all the 5 points. 6 to 35. Thank you very much. This also I'll send it the WhatsApp to Bhakti Sangha.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you for sharing these 5 points also. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhuji, do you have some time now for questions, Prabhu?
Yes.
Okay. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If you have any questions or any realization want to share with Prabhuji, please go ahead, unmute yourself. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, are you Bengali? আপনি বাঙালি নাকি? আপনার কথা বলে মনে হচ্ছে
No, Prabhu, I am from Odisha.
But something from the east.
Yes.
তোমার আপনার নাম কোনো? I know Odia also. I know Assamese also.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone can share realization, questions. we can discuss. Today we have got little time.
We all are happy with all the points, Prabhu, what you have given there. So we all are thinking, how can we, if we can follow all the instruction, it will be really nice and it will be a great seva also. And in that way, we can go back to Godhead. Thank you so much for your beautiful bhajans, Prabhu. They are really heart-touching. Thank you. Thank you to all our acharyas, and they have given us all the bhajans through whatever prayers we want to do.
You want one more bhajan, 5 minutes, because the time is there.
Prabhuji first, Hemangi Gopeshwari Mataji wants to say
Oh, okay. Sure.
So after that, you can sing bhajan.
Sure, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Prabhuji, for
thank you
for the class at the last minute. I just wanted to understand this. You mentioned that we break the 4 regulative principles in subtle manner, and we don't realize. When you mentioned this stock exchange, how so? There should be no involvement with stock exchange. Can you please elaborate on this?
No, I cannot say that, because Anandana Prabhu also is doing stock exchange. So he said that, Radhanath Maharaj said that don't go too much of stock trading, because then there can be a controversy where you want to multiply money, you want to become big multimillionaire, then again that false ego will come. That's why we have to keep away from anything which is going to make you greedy for going behind money. That's all. So that is not a big thing. But the fourth one, the illicit sex, is the only point where people get slipped out. That's why Maharaj also, when some Mataji come, they will ask for a brahmachari to stand and talk. I can see in Gopinath, Radha Gopinath temple, some brahmachari, they wouldn't look at Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji, yes. They say by looking also they will get. So like that, we don't have to be so much strict, but we should understand in the mind that any time we may get slipped out, because in the spiritual world also Mataji Prabhu is there, but they never think of anything, because they know Krishna is the Supreme Lord, everything for his pleasure, all senses belong to him, he is Rishikesh, so that is driven down. But in the Swargaloka and all the places, they have been given 12,000 years the Swargaloka they can live, and there is Janma Mrityu Jaravadi is there, but they don't become old in Swargaloka. They will be like 16, 18-year-old, and when they become the oldest, they will just die. So they get so much more chance, because they don't get sick also. You don't get old age also. So the biggest thing is, if you keep doing pious activities, you go to Swargaloka and you get stuck up, and you'll have Urvashi, Menaka, Ramba, Tilotama. That mind will come, and next time you want to come to material world, those things will be reeling in the mind. Because of those things only, people, even after coming to spiritual life also, you get slipped out.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. It's been nicely. I cannot see any more hand raised, Prabhu. And I want to thank Lalitangi Radha Mataji also for explaining so nicely about today's verse, her words, and giving the example, very nice example of the tiger and the dream, how this material world is illusion, and how and by giving sharing words about the kshetra and kshetragya. Yes, maybe maybe that bird who is engaged in eating the fruit that that represents we all souls. We pray that one day we will pay attention to our Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we can completely surrender ourselves onto His lotus feet. We all need your blessings, all devotees' blessings for doing our sadhana properly, Prabhu. And Mataji, thank you. And Shyamaguri Mataji also, thank you so much for sharing your words too. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Shyamaguri Mataji always remembers me. She calls. I was just free only at the time. She said, please come. I was so happy. Any seva in Bhakti Sangha means Krishna is very happy with me. So thanks to you, Mataji. Any seva for Bhakti
Yes,
Sangha?
yes, Prabhuji,
You
we
call-
have to do things which are, favorable for Krishna's service. And
You
that,
call me 12 o'clock midnight also, I'll come up. Because Bhakti Sangha means for me is the most
yes,
top priority.
Prabhuji.
Krishna's
Thank
call.
you so much. You are such a wonderful devotee, Prabhuji. And this is what, the shloka says, like human form of life, we have to, use in Krishna's service. Otherwise, we will
Yes.
lose the chance to go home back to Godhead, because this is supposed to be like, in the ocean, this human form of life is got like a boat, and
Yeah.
to use this boat in the Krishna service. But what people do, they just take care of the boat very nicely. And they think, in very less people, they know that we are not this body, we are the soul. Otherwise, they said, I have one life and one body, so I have to take care of this
Enjoy.
body. They do yoga and they do so many things, good things from India. Even Indian people, they like. Imitate Westerners, but Westerners, they know the value of India and all the Ayurveda and yoga system and everything. They follow, and Indians, they follow Americans.
Americans.
Yes, we came to America like 20 years ago, Prabhuji. So what we remember the India is 20 years ago. And when
Yes.
we go to India now, we see, oh my God, what happened? Is this a real India? Because that time, not many people were celebrating New Year. When I was like 10 years or something, 10 years old, that time nobody was celebrating this
Happy New Year.
New Year. No, 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 happy. When we go to school and then we tell to each
Understand.
other that Happy New Year, next day. Nobody was doing at the 12 o'clock in the night. Everybody
Now
was
whole,
actually sleeping because it's
now
a
whole,
very cold
now,
weather.
now whole night drinking and enjoying and
And it's changed so much. Nobody cares about the self-realization and anything.
only body realization.
Yes, but still devotees are trying our best to give Krishna consciousness to the these fallen conditioned souls who are, entangled in
Lost.
material world, lost somewhere. Especially the youth, they are so much lost
Yeah.
in material world. Yeah.
But Prabhupada is great that at least he gave all of us a chance to understand where we are and what we are and what we should do. And so many youths are changing. So I'm sure by Prabhupada mercy, all the youth will become good devotees. All
Yeah.
will dance. The whole world will become Krishna conscious.
Yeah, whole world should become Krishna conscious. Then only everybody can go home back to Godhead.
But Thakur has told that a day will come within this 10,000 years. The judge will open Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then he will start he'll tell the judgment. And you go to everywhere you will find, even jail also. Gaurang Prabhu said that he was giving preaching in some jail, and within 1 year, 100 people took the initiation. So much serious chanting.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. You can sing bhajan now.
Thank you. Radha Krishna Panamana is a very good song. It's a good thing for the new year, Radha Krishna Pran Mora Jugala Kishore জীবনে মরণে গতি আরো নাহি মোর রাধা কৃষ্ণ প্রাণ মোরা যুগল কিশোর কালিন্দিরা ফুলে কেলি কদম্বরে বনা কালিন্দিরা पुलकिली कदम्बरे वना रतन बेदिरू परा बोशबदू जाना रतन बेदिरू परा वो सब दूजाना राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा युगल किशोर श्यामा गौरी अंगे दिबो चंदन रे गंधा श्यामा गौरी अंगे दिबो चंदन रे गंधा चमड़ा धुलाबो कबे तेरी मुख चंद्रा चमड़ा धुलाबो कबे तेरी मुख चंद्रा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा युगल किशोर गतिया मालो तीर माला दिबो दोहरा गले गतिया मालो तीर माला दिबो दोहरा गले आधारे तुलिया दिबो कर्पूर तांबूले आधारे तुलिया दिबो कर्पूर तांबूले राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा युगल किशोर ललिता बी सखादी जतो सखी बृंदा ललिता बी सखादी जतो सखी बृंदा अज्ञाया करिबो सेवा चरणारविंदा अज्ञाया करिबो सेवा चरणारविंदा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा युगल किशोर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दसेरनु दसा श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दसेरनु दसा सेवाय अभिलाषा करे नरोत्तम दासा सेवाय अभिलाषा करे नरोत्तम दासा राधा कृष्ण प्राण मोरा युगल किशोर जीवने मरणे गति आरो नाही मोर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर जय नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर जय नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर नरोत्तम दास ठाकुर जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा निताय गोरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गोर हरि बोल निताय गोरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गोर हरि बोल किला प्रभुपाद की जय निताय गौर चितनाथ प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि
हरि हरि बोल
बोल
हरि बोल thank you so
Thank you very
much
much.
Prabhuji thank you
Thank you.
thank you
Thank you for the nice opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Sundarangi
so much.
Radha Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving such an enlightening class today and giving your association to us this morning. Dear devotees, let's pay our obeisances to Prabhuji. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद
की
की जय
जय
गुरु
ग्रंथराज
महाराज की
श्रीमद्
जय
भागवतम की जय इस
भक्ति
ग्रेस
संघ
सुंदर
ग्रुप की
कृष्ण प्रभु की
जय
जय
माता जी की जय की माता की जय
नित्यानंदा
गौरंगा नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा गौरंगा जय जय श्री राधे श्याम सब कोई वृंदावन धाम गोवर्धन
Thank
गिरधारी
you.